Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Part 22. In the previous video we continued what some people are calling the longest trial in history. We went for like an hour after doing like 30 minutes in the video before that, and we're still not done. We're just having a recess because it's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? My man did eat a lot of lunches. Okay, never mind. The trial's actually over for good. Well, not for good. Well, we could just throw it in and just let our client be executed, because they're probably not going to pay us anyway, so why should we bust our brain to defend them? Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Who are you? Are trials always like this with you? All you gotta do is hit the boombox when we're about to say our sweet line. It's not that difficult. Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers? Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn the trial around, right? Sure. Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner! They say you show a Red Bull to a cloth. Wait, what? Everyone knows cloths. They love the energy drink known as Red Bull. You show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up his temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin' at least. Officer Marshall? Thought I'd come take a look and see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen the last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people coming by, Drake? You could be worrying about that cheap prosecutor's taste of mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now that just don't beat all. What? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene? She wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken? Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I got a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh! Okay, it's been like an hour. I'd, like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over the prosecution. Oh. Hello, edgy boy. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. Ah, what's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent, and you're just so dreamy. It can't be. This can't happen. Wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I have requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. Moving on. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Huh? Who's there? What? Dude, it's Ace. What's up with this guy? Strange, a stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Celsius or Fahrenheit? Celsius or Fahrenheit? Because if it's Celsius, we might die. Who on earth is he? It's you. Yes, you. I know who you are. Mm-hmm. Sorry I'm late, Uji. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see. Uji, how you been? Swim much these days? Hello? No, I've been so busy, plus my beard don't really like to get it wet. Busy, busy, smizzy, Uji, my boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Uji seems to be his nickname for the judge? I'm afraid you're right, very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Ah ha ha, so you're a Wright, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? Ah, so sorry about a little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime, jolly. Little Worthy? See, even I don't call him that. I'll call him Miley, but I'm not gonna call him Little Worthy. At least, maybe now I will. You don't know the district judge of district judge? Where the hell did I get that? The district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Is he? Name's Gant, Damon Gant. I'm pleased to meet you, everyone. So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to the courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So, Miss Star wasn't just seeing things? When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler? Well, yes, maybe no. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. Is that the knife? It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? So what does that say? SL92. Okay, I thought that was close to what this said, but it's not even close at all. But that could also maybe be like an evidence code or something. I mean, 12/2 you assume is probably a date. I can't think of anything that happened on 12/2. I think that was during the. Agree, we don't even know what year that is, so. Or it could be 2/12. It could be like, you know, day, month, but that doesn't help either. That's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy? I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But, you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. Well, I mean, it happens every once in a while. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? So, I didn't really have enough time to eat my pizza while we were on lunch, so could you, like, go fetch the lunch lady again? Because, boy, I sure could use some more, fish-related food. Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Stabs him. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yeah. Well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and, if I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. You got another hand? Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. It's doing it by itself. Okay. Hit the button. Ah! Don't scare me like that! I'm the one who's scared. Oh yeah, look at it's definitely broken off. The tip is broken off. In this dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife. I mean, it looks like it's a piece of evidence, right? I assume that's an evidence tag, something like that. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but can I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife. Ah, sure thing, not a problem, not even a really little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? Oh, okay, so like, I was kind of confused. I guess I didn't put two and two together that he was talking about a different murder. But he said, until he said something about not related. So there were two murders? That's hush-hush information, Uju. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Ooh, wait a second, you said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? But this is public record. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. Chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Okay. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Okay, maybe... like she used the muffler to smuggle the evidence knife out? Or something? Or I guess just like wrapped the knife up in the muffler and put it in her muffler? Unless there's an evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This knife was found in the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. Like how the freaking copier always has the paper jammed. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. That's not our name. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. Okay, so I'm guessing something to do with the notes. I mean, the fact that, it looks also like it's I'll look at it again. Like, is there any dialogue for the tag? Oh, wait, is it backwards? Is that line an LS? Is that a 7.5? Wait, that still doesn't correspond to what the other thing says, I don't think. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? It reminds me of a similar code. DL6? Maybe it's a case number? That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar. It wasn't long. Yeah, but I don't know exactly when to present it. Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably not backwards. So SL92. I mean, the other thing says 675122. And that says SL92. I mean, there's a 2. Anything else that says that? Not really. Let's just press everything first. Something happened at the police department too, huh? Got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Uji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. I think it's Gumshoe? Probably Gumshoe, isn't it? I guess because they're trying to get rid of him, so maybe they're blaming, like, a murder on him? Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. Suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh ho ho! Good one! This kid's sharp! Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. We know when they died. We know they were killed with a knife, so where the victim was found. Well, we know that was at the police department, but... And we kind of already know these, but like the most vague, we just know the police department. We don't know anything beyond that. Because, I mean, I guess we technically don't know that it was the knife that killed them, but, you know, we assume that. Let's actually say how they were killed, because because if the switchblade knife was used in that murder, then it obviously can't have anything to do with our case. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. Seems I'm gonna have to press this a bit harder. Wait, can I press it again and get a different, question? Okay. Where they were found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wouldn't know about the evidence room, would you, Righto? Nah, never been there. What? Can't say I've heard of it. I assume it's where they keep the evidence. I guess I should learn a bit more about this evidence room. I mean, haven't we been there? I guess we went to the archive, actually, in the last chapter, not the evidence room. It just happened to have evidence in it. There's something strange. Well, granted, that was also criminal affairs, which is maybe not the police department. Okay. And we'll do the other one just for completion's sake. What was it? When? Which we already know, but when did the murder at the police department occur? Now, that's a sharp question, Righto. Very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. Okay. So it's that leads to this. 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? I don't believe in those. This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Do you have any actual facts or evidence to back that up? No, it just, shut up. Chief Gant, please tell me more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand. Try to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together? Whatever it is, I'd better find and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. And that knife. What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. So, I don't know what part we present. Because, I mean, this is the part where they talk about finding a contradiction. But, I mean, I really don't see how this is... I mean, other than that it looks like it's a case file. But they're not SL92. Unless it's like, am I just blind? Like, can you rearrange... I mean, that 6 could be a 9. Oh, okay, that does say SL9. Okay. Yeah, if you turn it upside down. Okay, it's not this part. It's not the part where he says present a contradiction. It's on a different part. Okay, obviously. Makes sense. Oh, wait. It was... Wait. Did I do it here or did I do it here? I can't remember. I think I maybe presented it on the wrong spot. I don't know. I don't know if I'm about to just make the exact same mistake again. I think I'm about to make the exact same mistake. Okay, I am. I couldn't tell if it was on the same line of dialogue. It was like, what, the second? Unless there's evidence to prove. Let's try that. Wait a second. Haha, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection! This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Haha, an honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Uji? This is... Also, so wait, if this is upside down, if that's supposed to be SL9, then what could the other thing be besides 221? Which, what day is it? 221. Okay, so that's the day of the murder, or yesterday. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. I wanted to say 6 for some reason. I guess it's the DL6. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo on the body of the victim. Emma, your part's coming up soon. Emma, your part's coming up soon. What's this? 6 minus 7s 12 Wrong. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. Printed name on the memo makes it looks like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Spooky numbers. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that's written on this knife's tag. Order. Order. Well, Chief. Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? Ah, shit, what game is this guy playing? Can I win a vacation to the Bahamas? Okay. I guess we press that? So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice! Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. Define solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder? And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. That was a bad day for the department. What? I mean, that didn't really give us any new evidence. We have this that now says SL9. It's not officially linked, so maybe now we present on this with the SL9 thing? Because I'm police chief, can't say anything, try to understand. Okay. So, I mean, I guess... Because see, that's the reason why I was thinking the note was because on that line, because he... Oh my god, I went too far. That's one thing that's also a little annoying, is that when you go too far, it loops. Or it, like, plays that little ending thing. Yes. I've gotten literally the same thing wrong 3 times in a row. How is that not the contradiction? Like, what is the contradiction? There's nothing... We didn't get any new evidence. And that knife. What was it? I better check this knife out? On the day of the murder. It was evidence. It was a murder weapon. The knife was stolen on the day of the murder. It was found in the exhaust pipe. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. I don't understand. Something happened at the police department too. You got a good look. What happened? 5:15, but that's when Detective Goodman was killed. Funny, isn't it? Murder weapon, what are the chances? Please tell us more about the incident. I'm losing my mind. How? Because I'm the chief of police. Can't just say anything. Try to understand, Wright. If you can prove there's connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something. We already tied them together. What is it? I'd better find it and get to the bottom of it. 2 detectives were killed. One at the prosecutor's office, one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. But we've already checked the knife out. We've done the knife thing. I mean, there's nothing else to... I don't know what you want from me. I mean, it's gotta be something with the note. That's the only thing that's new and different. Like, I mean, obviously, I mean, the things that tie it together, I mean, the fact that it's a detective and the time was at the same time, but we don't have... No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, no, I didn't present anything. I thought I presented evidence by accident. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. But, like, yeah, what's the... We already tried this, right? Tried... I don't want to, like, I don't know if this is bad or if I'm an idiot. I mean, I guess I'm just stupid, but... Because nothing here actually says 5:15. Like, no, there's not one piece of evidence that says 5:15. There's the autopsy report that says 5:30, but nothing here says 5:15. And we gotta save, I guess. I mean, we may as well, like, lose. It doesn't really matter. It'd actually probably be better for us, just to restart. Coincidence. Because, I mean, like, I don't really know what they're looking for. Like, what do you want from me? Okay, there was a suspect, just arrested them. Just arrested them, that was quick, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing. So we know it was stabbed, we know when they died, we know they were found in the evidence room. Evidence room. Have heard of that. The evidence room, didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's a connection between the... Oh my god! So mad. That's so stupid. Oh yeah, you gotta press the same thing 2 times in a row. Haha. We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the 2 cases established, we finally have some leverage. Like, that's the link. Not the fact that the knife and the note on the body have the same... No, that's not the link, stupid, dumb idiot guy. You're stupid. Obviously, the link is... I mean, that's not... Oh my god, that's not... We're not done! I'm losing my mind, dude. That didn't give me anything. So wait, which prompt is the one that even leads to that? Is it this one? Now, is it the knife? Or is it the note? What do you... Is it the knife or the note? Is it the knife or the note? The knife or the note? Which one do you want? The knife or the note? Because you would think it's the note because it's the thing that changed. The knife or the note? The evidence room? Wait a second, I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? It was stolen? The knife was stolen from the evidence room. There's the connection between the 2 cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town in this case. With the link established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gantz to testify about the details. Yeah, okay, make him testify. Losing my mind. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Chief, the defense's position is simply... Oh, okay, now it's different. That's what I've been saying! Oh, my controller came unplugged. The connection has been, between these 2 cases, already been proven. Like, I don't know, I'm tilted. Like, I'm just fucking tilted off the face of the planet right now. I mean, it's always, like, the tilt is always worse when you're recording, because you're like, you know, people are just thinking that you're an idiot the whole time. So... It compounds on itself, but... Okay. You don't say! Well, how with it, Wright? What's your connection? Yes, we already, like, we established a connection, like, fucking 10 minutes ago. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the... Yeah! Remember when we said that earlier? That was enough. That was the freaking link. Didn't need all this other bullshit. We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You know, that's what I was fucking saying. Wait until you find out what time they were both killed. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you to do. I contemplated, like, uninstalling the game. That's a joke. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information? Unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't. Oh my god, we're still not freaking done with this testimony. You're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try and get what I can out of him. ID number? I mean, I guess just to confirm that it's not, the same Goodman. Okay, how about you tell us the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not, you won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. Okay. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. Didn't even get the first number right. I was gonna say that. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? Yes, it does. It tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning... So, what it means is... So this guy was actually murdered in the evidence room, and his body was, like, moved and planted later to implicate Lana, and for some reason? What does it mean? Yeah, I like how the thing that's, like, super obvious is the one that they're like, oh my god, no one will ever be able to figure this out. But they're like, oh yeah, obviously you're supposed to know that you press one thing, present evidence, go back, press the exact same prompt, pick one of the three things, then go back and press another thing that's different. Tells you something. Just fucking get out of my face. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. At a police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho ho, is it yours? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto, personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that AD number we heard from the chief earlier. It's almost the same, but it doesn't have the 5. It started with, 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the police chief gave us was 5842189. Well, wait a second, Wright? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Yeah, the boombox, you forgot to play it. Ho, sharp as attack, Righto, sharp as attack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. There you go, Emma. That's impossible. What you're saying is the same person was killed again at the same time? In a completely different location? Order! 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 Chief! What does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, wait just a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Nah, dude, I'm fucking tilted. You can't unfluster me. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or, didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare you? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Officer Meekins? What kind of stupid-ass name is that? It's not elegant like Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! I do like how he's saluting in this photo as well, on his ID. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I gave you a report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me... He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Oh, but it technically didn't. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence for him? Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report. What did your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. Okay, come on, lady. Just because he's got a funny face doesn't mean you can make fun of him. In any case, this is a serious error, gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then do you think when he has his glasses on, everything's all pinky? No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy? What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Well, we don't talk about it. Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in the court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over here. Good job, Righto, my boy. I was just doing my job? No. No! I'll admit, I got no fucking clue what's going on. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a rough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You're even in the defendant's chair just this past December. Like, are they just trying, like... Because, I mean, I feel like this evidence makes Lana less guilty. But... I don't know. I feel like she had to have been, like, framed or something by the... But, I mean... Prosecutors and I guess in the police are technically different. But like, I feel like she had to have been framed in that situation, right? I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Mr. Edgeworth? I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of the court. Come on, it's probably not that bad. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. I mean, it does seem like they're maybe out to get Edgeworth. I mean, this does embarrass him, but I don't know. Now, even with that trial section being bad, in my opinion, I still think this is probably, I mean, granted, it's also because it's the only trial that I have, like, absolutely no knowledge of. This is probably my favorite trial so far. Or chapter. How are we at? We're at 44 minutes. I think we'll go ahead and stop here, just because I'm... Like I've said, I'm a little tilted, not gonna lie. That one kinda got me a little bit. Mainly just because, I mean, thankfully we didn't actually, like, lose or anything and have to restart, but... Definitely, I don't know, I just feel like the whole kind of connections were a little tenuous there. I feel like for the most part, I feel like most of the stuff in the game has like the prompts haven't had like, I mean, there's been like occasional kind of like, okay, I don't really like the logic 100% didn't make sense to me, but for the most part it kind of, it was clear. That one was just like a little too finicky with the, you have to like press, get the right exact response, present the evidence, press that same prompt again, then go back to another specific prompt, and you don't present evidence there, you press again, even though you've pressed it 8 times in the past because you don't know what's going on. But now this time it actually gives you different evidence. Like, I don't know. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.